Hey, you guys, looks like I forgot to tell you how to kill yourselves. I got the best way, and I don't know that I ever really talked about it. But anyways, real fast. I mean, this is really quick. Okay. First off, it's up to you. It's going to be how you do it. Everyone is different. There is not one particular way to do something. I look at a lot about what I've seen in drawings and and you know the way the chakra is depicted and the way people meditate. And generally, it's they're connected to the ground in some way, though that doesn't matter. Some people sit in chairs, and I sit on the edge of my bed, and I fold my legs up. And I'm not sure how you're supposed to hold your hands or if you have to do it, but sometimes they're usually up. You know, it's like you're looking to receive something. Although to me, I think that's like you're looking for something outside. So, you know, it's really, this outside idea is that whenever the seventh chakra opens up, and it's this like 1,000-leaf petal, 1,000 is really one in eternity. It's like a dish antenna that opens up that you receive through. Alright, and then it rains down. But all of this stuff comes from inside of you. The receiver comes in, and I think that then, you know, there's nothing, you know, that's seriously, you know, it's just the idea that a photon, just the active element of light, is a messenger particle. So you'll see that in that idea that there are messages running all around us. There are all kinds of ideas and things. That's why air is kind of sacred and why water is very sacred. It retains these things. But how do we retrieve them? We just can't see them, you know, in either of these places. So that's our pineal gland. And during the daytime, it vibrates and it operates the entire system and what we see and how we feel and everything. You know, if it's the God, it's actually the steering mechanism for the body. And whether it's in good high mode or low mode, it's still there. So it's in duality. And so when we have to get it over onto the other side, all of these stories are about nighttime. All right? In the night he came. You know, in darkness is the Lord. On the day of, you know, whenever, what is it? On the day of the Lord will be complete darkness. This is the pineal gland. It operates differently, and you know, because it wakes you up. It's your, hey, how you doing? You know, but it's also, hey, I'm going to kill myself today. So you know, be ready. You know. And all that really means is that, you know, you're going to go and meditate. You're going to go into a dark space. You're going to go into your closet, and you're going to shut the door. All right? There's a couple of things in there. It's like with Moses, not Moses, Noah. Noah builds an ark which contains himself in, which is you, and he pitches it so it doesn't leak with pitch black darkness, and there's only one light in it, and there's only one window. All right, so this is another situation where, you know, you're the vessel, you're the closet. You know, this is a situation where you want to go into by yourself. You can have other people around you and stuff like that, but that could be conflicting. Yeah, there's meditation in Islam, there's meditation in the Catholic religion, and people open up their doors for meditation in religious places. Yeah, but they want you to meditate on an idea, and there's a mantra, or there's something that's keeping your fingers moving. And what will happen is that the left side will never shut down. So, you know, it's kind of like another lip service. But it still, you know, rests the soul. It still rests you. You know, you have a sense of rest from this, but at the same time, you're using it off the back of your emotions, and so this is draining and it hurts. You know, in the inside. So you let that judging and all that stuff be God's. All right. So you let your mind take this stuff on. And so that's about as far as I can say that I do my business, is that I try to do it. Well, I try to do it every chance I get. But since I'm sexually active, sometimes I obviously know when I'm just not going to make it. And so I will put those days off, and I will try to help build up some more. This is what they call go out and buy some more oil. You you stupid virgin, no, you're not so wise is what that meant. And so, and you don't have enough oil to light the lamps along the way. So, that's another very important part of the story, to get there. So, and I don't know how long ago, but I know that if you were doing this at the Shamans, if you were going to go into the medicines and take the ayahuasca and all, they'd like you to not do it for like a month. Ooh. Man, you can get some real bad behavior out of a man like that. You really can. Some pretty bad behavior, depending on what you consider bad is. But anyways, there isn't really anything that you can eat or not eat, or maybe not eat, because anything that's going to attack the pineal gland has to be taken out of your system. It can calcify. There's a spot where my toothpaste. I haven't used fluoride toothpaste in quite some time, and I still brush. Keep everything clean. But there are other ways of doing that, and I can't tell whether or not I'm drinking fluoride or anything like that. But these things are deliberate attacks upon the very gland that operates the part that gives you back yourself. That's really what you get. You just get you get back yourself. I really don't know a whole lot of people that want to be themselves, and it's just a shame. That's thousands or hundreds of years or decades of abuse to this system of ours through the lies that we follow, through something that says, hey, follow us. This is the way the family should act. We should, play down the female role of everything and play up the male side of this. And so we have an imbalance right off the bat. But, hey, this is our family values. This is how it works. We let the man do all the deciding for us. Do you understand the man? The man is the lower side of the mind. They talk about listening to your elders. I believe that this is what that meant. Because our fathers and our forefathers are things that are before us. This is our mothers and fathers. That's the higher side of us. And so, with the story of going on and keeping on knocking, it's just practice, and you practice and you practice. And there might be some kind of feeling sometimes, because you're trying to let loose. There's something that's swirling, something that's way down at the base of our backs. It's all about our backs, It's about straightening up, setting up, holding up, and consciously shutting off the body, and then coming into this nirvana on your own. And you don't have flashy lights, and all this, or sounds. Please don't do any of that, please. And, you'll never get there. And then you'll think all of this knowledge is crap, They don't want anything of you up there. When they say no flesh and blood, and they want you to kill yourself, they really mean that, In a literal sense, you cannot bring any of you over there. You just can't. And so, we don't know when we get anything. We don't know nothing, But, if you can smile from time to time, you got a little music maybe going on in your heart, things become a little lighter. You understand things better. You don't shoot at the hip anymore. You're not reacting or overreacting. You're in this, state of, absorption and like new life, and you like looking rubbernecking, and life is just so much more interesting. It's like you were reborn, brand new, the new wine and the new wineskin. Yeah, so you'll find your way, but that's basics. That's the basics. You need a dark place. You need to have a little bit of gold juice in you, and you have to maybe be in some kind of a repetitive thing, like when you're working out in the gym. You want to steer away from things and thoughts, acidic. That's what things that bring cancer into our body. But that ain't gonna stop you. This story shows Jesus, this energy within us, chasing out the devil in us, replacing it with the angels and bringing us up into the air. So, it's your knocking at the door. It's your visual, awareness of the photon energy, and then it turns from wave into a particle. Wow! And there you have it, So anyways, it's pretty simple other than that, Good luck and happy travels. Oh, yeah, real fast on the energies behind that. The world around us is a beta conscious. It's a vibration that actually allows our ears and our eyes to take the information that's around us, that God knows what it really looks like. Only few have ever even seen it with their own eyes. Anyways, but with these eyes, this is what it turns into. Whenever we cross over to this other side, this is still here because something's holding you up in the air. But it is kind of laid to rest as an energy is now passing into water, into alpha, into the truth. This is your soul food. You're going into the water, right? And then you're going to be lifted up into the air, which is theta. We meet Jesus in the air. And then he takes us on up to his Father up on the top of the mountain in Delta. This is fire. Rains down on you from heaven, which is your earth, and purifies you, and you're renewed, and you are restored, and you follow. He let you back down again. Here you are back on earth. Now you're working with both sides of your mind. Oh, what used to bother you doesn't bother you anymore. Something happens and you change and everything is better. You have just a higher mind. You don't run around being an asshole to other people because they're ignorant or anything like that. You actually can see that they had, under years and years and years of abuse, this trouble. Because you got to love your neighbors too, just like you have to love this side of our body. They're a piece of us. They're all about us. So you can't be really hateful to people, just because they're just ignorant on things. And when you say ignorant, they'll get so mad. And I said, well, you're just ignorant on this particular thing. That's all. But if you live this lie, it breeds another lie, breeds all. So, oh my God, we're a virtual cesspool of polluted minds. And, hey, look, I only got, 100-something people listening to me, or 10, I don't mind. I love that. But it shows, hey, this is certainly the path less traveled, and knowledge that is just absolutely unwanted. I think that I would have to pursue all of this on my own to try to publicize this object, this thing, but I don't think that I'll be resisting it, because the world around us is all for the carnal mind. And if they've gone to such extent to hide the truth from us behind this garbage of a book, of the top layer of this, to bring that to life, I'm sorry. We're pretty lost. So, so the Bible already knows that. So, but those few people, that are being saved nowadays in this world, and there's a reason to be saved. There's a great reason to be saved. I mean, I don't know what that is, but I'm happy God, but, there's a great reason for it, other than being on this, on the material side. Who knows, But, this is what you get for talking the truth, They're going to come kill me one day. They kill Jesus because, man, he's going to fuck everything up. Teaching all of these people, the slaves, the people that are the men of, if this guy was real, let's just say, let's tangent off the path and let's take the little pill and believe in Jesus for a moment. Let's believe in the real Jesus. Jesus coming out and telling everybody, instead of parables, all right, what if he just came out and told these guys, you guys, that's not God. You guys are that stupid. Do you know that's what he's really saying? But anyways, performing miracles on the Sabbath and stuff like that, he's like picking at them, the Pharisees, the religious people. Look here, my father works on the Sabbath. Fuck you. I'm going to too. I'll do it. Fuck you, just stupid. He says they're all chopping themselves off, cutting off their penis. Jesus looking at us and what? It's pretty dumb. Cutting off your penis like that. That is going to bring you to God. You think my God cares at all about your penis? What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people? What is this? What is this business? What's this business of, look at you starving yourselves and killing animals? What is that? What's the fuck are you doing killing fucking animals? What did that animal do to you? It has this little spirit, it has a life to it, it had a family. You think it's just there for you to just kill and destroy and say it was for me? Who told you that? Who told you that? Those are allegories. Why are you still... The veil is still not lifted from when Moses' time. You guys are following a fucking myth, you goddamn guys. What the fuck are you up to? What? Who told you this? Oh, a king? Oh, some king on earth is forcing my laws. He says my laws on you? You guys, listen, something is up. I'm not so sure. Someone's being deceived here. I'm the son of man, and I think something's up. I smell something fishy, Jesus, why are you telling us these stories and you're telling them a bunch of parables now? Because I found out those motherfuckers ain't worth shit. I could tell them this and they won't. I could tell them that. The dumb animals they are. The dumb animal that these people are. And my father sent me here to save the lives of these worthless motherfucking humans. Are you kidding me? And I'm supposed to honor my mother and father. They say, they don't even say mom. Where's my mom? She ain't my mom. All she wants me to do is have tricks for her wedding to put in front of her friends. Look what my son can do. Look what my son can do. Look what my son can do. Well, shit, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So, if Jesus in that time, when he was out there trying, I'm gonna fix it. Listen, all you have to do is shut the fuck up. Go into that dark place over there, sit on your ass, and sit quietly. And as thoughts come through your mind, I want you to shut them down. I want you to tell them to leave you alone. I want you to get out of the temple. Stop selling things in my temple. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Clear out my temple. Overturning everything and throwing everything around, and by the time he's done, it's clear. It's gone. Ooh, everyone phrase, who is this guy that he can scare away the evil and runs from his presence? I can scare them with my parables. That's what I can do, you know. And he that can hear it won't be scared, but those that can't hear it will just be just one stupid group of religious idiots called the synagogue of Satan. That's how we do it. We'll just lump them all in this one group. Do you know why? Because he said because he ain't worth it. That's what it said in the Bible. It says, why do you tell them parables and why do you tell us the truth and you go ahead and tell them parables? He says, because they ain't worth it. Something worth killing yourself over, ain't it? Yeah, because when you kill yourself, your whole body flips over to this other side, and now you are worth it. You know, you were worth it before. That's your neighbor. You love your neighbor, but you want to bring your neighbor over to your other side of your fence. And that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. All right, I talked enough. Goodness, I thought I was only going to just come up here and give you a quick little recipe to how to kill yourself and go through all this mess. Well, you know, I actually ended work yesterday. I got free time. My art class has ended. For the next 3 months, I'm going to starve. But that could be why you're hearing from me, because, you know, I was busy. Now I ain't busy. So. Anyways, just let the teaching begin. All right? And remember, this is the God's honest truth. It really is. All right? I love you. Bye.